Hello, this presentation features a project done on the IMDb 5000 movies dataset under NLIT Institute's IDS course. This dataset has been taken from Kaggle. The dataset URL has been shown here as you can see. The metadata contains 5044 instances and 20 attributes. In this dataset, we will be talking about movies. Yes, movies. Who doesn't like movies? Movie is an art form unlike any other. We all have some movies which we remember until now. The success of a movie depends on its gross. So, in this project, we will be estimating the gross of a movie depending on the other attributes surrounding it. So, we will be using machine learning algorithms to estimate the gross of a movie. Here is the data description. This dataset is been taken from Kaggle. It contains 28 variables and 5043 rows. There are 2398 unique director names, 4917 unique movie titles. We are trying to predict gross while the other attributes are predictors. Here I have used the head command to show the summary of the dataset. Now we come to the problem statement. Based on the messy movie information, it will be interesting to figure out what makes the movie more successful than the others. We also want to show the result of the analysis in an intuitive way by visualized outcome using ggplot2 and R. Now the data exploration. First, we are loading the packages. Here is the library package, library ggplot2, ggrepair, ggthemes, data table, deployer, stringer and reader. Now we are reading the database into the R code. As you can see, we have got the data in our code. Now first thing we are doing is removing the duplicates. First we will be checking for duplicates rows and then we will remove them. Now after removing them, we have 4998 rows left. Second, we will be removing rows containing NA values. NA values are redundant values which disturb our analysis. So first we will be taking which rows does not contain any NA values. Then we will be taking those rows which contain NA values and then we will remove it. Now after removing the rows containing NA values, we have 3719 rows left. Now we are splitting the genre. One movie has many genres, so it will be good to split the genres and do analysis on separate genres. Here we have separated the genres into from N1 to N8. Here we are removing the duplicated genres. Here we are plotting the IMDb movies against gross in million. Here is the box plot representing the genres versus gross of movie in millions. As you can see, there are 22 genres. From what we are concluding is that film noir documentary are the least grossing genre. Now we are clearing the redundant data. Aspect ratio 1.5 aspect ratio is grossing $45 million and the 2.35 aspect ratio is grossing $58 million. Combining both they are averaging $51 million. So it is not creating very much impact on our gross analysis. So we'll be removing that attribute. Now we are sorting out the content. So in our data set we have content rating like M, GPX which are not used today. So we'll be changing them into PG, GP to PG and X to NC-17. Now we are changing approved, not rated, passed, unrated attributes to R. Now we are converting the character to factors, adding columns. We are adding profit and return on investment percentage columns to analyze the data more. Removing columns. Is the color of a movie influential? No. More than 96% movies are colored, so it will not be helpful much in our analysis. So let's remove this predictor. Is language an important factor for movie growth? Let's see. 3,719 movies, out of which 3,566 are in English, which means this data is almost constant and it is not affecting our predictions. Now looking at country, 79% movies are from USA, 8% are from UK and 30% from other countries. So we will be creating a separate entity like others USA and UK to distinguish those. Data visualization. Now we are visualizing the data. First, we are taking top 20 grossing movies. Here is the code for the plot and here is the plot. The x-axis contains budget in million and the y-axis contains gross in million. Here we have shown top 20 grossing movies. Now to top 20 profitable movies. Here is the code for the plot. Here the x-axis contains budget in million and the y-axis contains profit in million. As you can see, E.T. and Star Wars, which were formed on very less budget, made a very good profit. And here is Avatar, which had a very large budget but is also made a very good profit. Top 20 movies on its return on investment. Here also E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Star Wars made a very good percentage on investment. We are also plotting it against budget in million. Now we'll be looking at top 20 directors with highest grossing movies. Lee Unkrich is the number one director which movies have grossed highest. Then Chris Buck, Josh Whedon, Tim Miller, etc. Now we'll be checking effect of IMDb score on gross. So we will see that the highest rated IMDb movies actually gross more or less. Now here's the plot. In the x-axis we have IMDb rating and y-axis we have gross in million. As we can see around 6 to 9 we have very high plots. So it means IMDb score have some impact on gross because the lowest rated IMDb movies are not grossing very high. Relation between number of Facebook likes and other. In today's age, all advertisement of movies is done using social media. So we'll be seeing that Facebook makes an impact on growth. And from what we can see for less Facebook, there are some movies who are grossing high. So Facebook likes do not have very much impact on growth of movies. Now we're looking at relation between number of voted users and growth. So as we can see, movies in the range of 400,000 user votes are grossing around $200 million or less. There are also some values which are acting like Relation between content rating and gross. The G-rated movie are grossing very high. Why is that? Because any age group can see them. G group movie are open to see for anyone. Now we will come to data pre-processing. First, in this process, we are removing names which will not be affecting our gross prediction model. So we are removing movie director name, actor 1 name, and actor 3 name. Now we are removing linear dependent variables. Earlier we have taken profit and return on investment attributes. Now we are removing them for the sake of analysis. Now removing highly correlated variables. We have plotted ggcore plot to see correlation between different attributes. As we can see, their active and Facebook likes and cast total Facebook likes have very high correlation. So we will be merging different attributes into one attribute. Now we are deleting columns which are not very useful for our analysis, like IMDb movies, actor 2 Facebook likes, actor 3 Facebook likes. Now the correlation heat map becomes like this. So now the correlation has decreased significantly. Now we can move on to the next step. Now taking bin values. We are predicting growth. Now we have taken 4 intervals of growth from 0 to 6 million, 6 million to 25 million, 25 million to 65 million, and 65 million to 800 million. Now we split the data into 3 parts: train, valid, and test. Now we will implementing our ML classification algorithm. First we are implementing full grown tree. Here we are taking all the attributes and plotting accordingly. This is a plot tree. Now the best prone tree. This is the code for the best prone tree. We are taking the X error value, which is the lowest 0.62923. Here is the best prone tree. It is featuring all the attributes in the tree. Now we are applying the model on our test data. First we are applying it on train data, and we are getting accuracy of 63.33%. Second, we are applying it on valid data, and we are getting accuracy of 53.97%. Third, we are applying it on test data, and we are getting accuracy of 56.11%. Now our second ML classification algorithm, random forest. Like we did in the first method, we are taking all the attributes and plotting. This is the plot. The black line is showing the overall error rate, which is slightly larger than 50%, and they decreasing, becoming constant eventually. And the red, green, blue can are showing the various bin intervals. We are ranking variables based on importance using ggplot2. Now using ggplot, we are plotting attributes based on their impact on growth. So as we can see, number of voted users are making the highest impact on our growth, and budget is on second number. Content rating and country are not are very less in terms of making impact. Applying model. So using this model, we are getting an accuracy of 59.89%. applying this model test set, and we are getting an accuracy of 62.95%. Now to the conclusion. Using the decision tree, we have gained accuracy of on training data of 63%, on validation data of 53%, on test data of 56%. On random forest, we are getting accuracy of 59% validation using validation test set dataset and 62% on the test dataset. Based on the overall performance, we find the best model is random forest, which gives a high accuracy around 0.63 or 63%. Thank you.